listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
They say
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Central Bank of the Bahamas, the Cleveland Clinic, ESC Distributors Limited, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's and Games, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire.
You've got it locked and loaded to the Tuesday, October 22nd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty in your company right up until 6. And it's Tuesday. You know we're going to go to Grand Bahama in short order. Flip side of the break. As you know, each and every Tuesday. Great supplement in The Guardian, courtesy of the Grand Bahama News. All things Grand Bahama. We're going to check in with Sarah Kirkby, Darren Cooper on the flip side of the break as we get into the buzz. Brought to you by John Shoes. But, you know, I will open the lines up. Everybody can chime in. And if you want to chime in, here's how.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Text lines powered by BTC. 422-GR96. That's 424-796. Phone lines open in New Providence. 323-6232. 325-316. 325-4259. Toll free in any one of the family islands. 242-300. 5720, 242-300-5720. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. BTC Flow Channel 612, Cable Channel 969. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on professional smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And like I said, we do have a lot to talk about. As a matter of fact, a lot of headlines blazing up here in New Providence.
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
Here's what's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News in B44. All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. CCA to appeal Bahama ruling. Duh. You know that was coming. Accuses court of ignoring evidence of Ismailian's company's overspending. Was that the same overspending that they forced them to pay up, the $54 million? Did they use to buy another property? Anyway. CCA Bahamas made tireless efforts to complete Bahamar on time and on budget. Okay. MP's accuser tells courts he raped her twice. Story by Artesia Davis. 3 policemen and a bus driver charged with rape. Let me guess, crimes down, but rapes up. My God. An MP and 3 police officers and a bus driver. Dear God. Tropical storm Oscar impacts some islands today. And please be prepared. But don't panic shop and buy up all the batteries and all the water and all the toilet tissue, because now, do it with sense, but do be prepared. I encourage you to do that. All right, we're going to get to the first break. Flip side of the break. We'll jump back in with the buzz, brought to you by John Shoes. We'll get down to Grand Bahama. And we'll have a candid conversation. Sarah Kirby, Darren Krupp are going to join us, and we're going to talk all things Freeport. It is Tuesday. It's the Freeport Report, and it's all coming up on the flip side of the break. Keep it right where you got it.
Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce, to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available in original recipe or spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and it's finger-licking good. You are invited to the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium, October 23rd through 28th, 2024. Bringing the action will be the national teams from Cuba, Curacao, Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Martin, and Team Bahamas. There will be 3 games daily from October 23rd to 27th, and the championship gold and bronze games on October 28th. Don't you miss it. The 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. Save the date, set your alerts, and be there.
Now, sir, are you ready for November? Because we are ready!
Hi, this is KB, and I will be performing live.
Break and Scrape Explosion. Reloaded.
This is the one and only Don John letting y'all know that yours truly will be performing.
Oh yeah, this your boy D-Mac, and I'll be performing live.
Keep the vibe alive, Music Grill and Alpha Sounds Promotion invites you to the biggest Rake and Scrape concert of the year.
And you thought they was gonna leave me out?
Saturday, November 2nd at Super Club Breezes Ground.
It's me, Mama D.
This is Wilfred Solomon.
Yo, it's your boy Ron.
It's your boy Elliot from the New Breed Band.
The biggest artist of the 242.
It's your boy Shine 242.
Hey, it's Sherrod Taylor.
It's your boy Johnny K. Falcon Sugar. It's your boy DJ Rev.
Now, Funky D.
This is your girl Nishi Out Ass, aka Miss Loose Me.
Hey there, this is Freak on Beat.
Hey, this is Cheeto D, and I will be performing live.
Hey, it's me, Julian Belize.
Tickets available at the Beauty Shack and BahamasEtickets.com. The countdown is on. Rake and Scrape Explosion. Best of the best.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, De Gregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-67. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and binders, magazines and flyers, for window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it, just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
It's time for The Buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John's Shoes.
They say it's something, and I say the world. But there is some people world, yet never shine at all. These rows of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I love you, you call me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone, gone, gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do too long. And I'm hoping that you sing my song, my song. I've been on this road for way.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, October 22nd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. And let me tell you, we got a little technical difficulty out of Grand Bahama. As soon as I get Sarah and Darren lined up, I know Darren's tied up in a meeting. As soon as he's available, he'll chime in. Trying to get Sarah lined up now, but I'll stall on the Grand Bahama for a couple of minutes till we get that lined up. And I'll open up the lines for you, because there's lots to talk about. I want to know your take still on the holdover from the CCA appeal. Now it's the CCA appeal. We heard the court ruling. Now we see the appeal. Where do we go from here? What's your take on that? And big headlines. MP's accuser tells court he raped her twice. Then another headline. 3 policemen and a bus driver charged with rape. Please tell me, what's your take on that? Tell me. I want to know. I mean, that speaks volumes on multiple levels. Where are we going as a society? Have we become that desensitized that it's just part of the fabric, part of the everyday? I mean, an MP and 2 police officers. People are supposed to represent the people, protect the people. But yet they're before the courts. And I'm going to leave it there because it is sub judice, but wow. Let me know what you think. Naughty, forget Mr. Mitchell's spin doctors and the PLP trying to sully Mr. Ismailian's name. He won his case outright. Now, the whole world knows, again, how corrupt this administration was and is. Naughty, all these police matters that can be solved and police are being hauled before the courts for rape. The irony, huh? But where are we? Where are we? I mean, there's a cloud hanging over us, over our police force, over our legal system. A cloud over certain areas. There's still other areas that the cloud's over too. Okay, let's get to this text. Tell me something. Didn't the PM already say that he will wait for the AG's review? His assurances of the investment is important and we will wait. That's why such haste Minister Mitchell has to respond clearly as chairman and not as foreign affairs minister. He's making accusations against a recent court ruling, and it seems like he's overstepping PM Davis. CCA said it will appeal, and the court should deal with it. Texter, how many times on this show have I asked who is really running the PLP? Or who's really saying what? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, every time Mr. Davis says something, there is some overstepping by Mr. Mitchell. So who's really in charge? You all let me know. Naughty, word on the street is that whole police investigation, that done dead already. We got to see. I don't know. The COPC don't talk about it, so I don't know. But how does that make you feel? Every day you look up, some entity has issues hanging over them. Some entity that should be serving the people, protecting the people, working for the people, got issues. Why is that? Let's go to the phone lines.
Good afternoon, Naughty.
Hey, what's going on?
All is well, brother. Call on the same topic you on right now with the same assistant commissioner deal, you know. I hear the same thing with that Texas here.
But yes, go ahead.
I hear this from some boys who I know who work for the force. They trying to cover this up, Naughty. So
nah, that's purely
like Guardian Radio.
Speculation. You can't say that without the proof.
What you said? I speculate that they try to cover.
You
this
have
up,
allegations.
All right, I allege as a Bahamian citizen that they try to cover this up, Naughty.
There are allegations, you say.
Allegation. This is what I'm hearing on the street.
Rumors and allegations swirling.
Yes. You understand? They could talk about everything else, but why they can't come and talk to us about these serious things what's going on? People dropping dead every day, Naughty. Every day on this road, people dropping dead. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And demons fed up, man. Who we can trust, Naughty?
God.
That's it.
That's the only one all the time.
That's it. You know, and this little
God
small
first,
little
mankind
country of
after.
ours. Remember, we used to go in the park and just you would fight a couple people and things, you know what I mean? But by the end of the day or that week, you don't know who their mommy is and who their grandma is and who this is and who that is. You all his friends then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, them days gone, man. It's a cultural shift, you know?
We've lost a lot of who we used to be.
A lot, man. Mama them ain't praying for us no more. All these people who haven't turned today is young people and they go and party with their turn.
Correct.
You know, so they ain't praying for nobody. I still believe today my great Grammy prayer still covering me, Naughty.
For real.
You understand? Because they was
I agree with that too.
They was real Christian people. You understand? Not these fake Christians they have today saying they try to do things, but they ain't, and they only into getting your money and thing and all that type of stuff. It was real to the betterment of the Bahamas and to their family and their kids and their, you know, their generations.
Well, Maya Angelou said that the, loss of the Sunday family meal.
Oh, yeah.
Was a big reason why we are where we are.
I just told my mom that on Sunday I said, Miss, going by my mama's house, seeing all my aunties, all my uncles, and all my cousins, everyone come to one place.
Bingo.
You understand?
And if they hear you doing food, they could deal with you.
That make you closer, Naughty. That
Correct.
make your family closer.
Correct.
You know? That make everything, the society, and everybody was doing it, Naughty. It wasn't like every house through these corners was doing the same thing. Everyone coming home to have family time. At least once a week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back to that, man.
I agree.
All right, buddy.
Good call, man. Good stuff.
And thing later on.
5 o'clock. Looking forward to it.
Sir.
All right, let's take a quick break right now, Mr. Producer. Got right back to it. We got this Sarah Kirkby and the crew down in Freeport. Keep it right where you got it.
These rows of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I love you, call me a liar. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce, to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available in original recipe or spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and it's finger-licking good.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. JohnsShoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
They say the sun and I shine for all. But I am some people world, yet never shine at all. These rows of flames are catching a fire.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, October 22nd edition of Talking Heads. Boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. We're getting into the buzz, brought to you by John Shoes. Let's get this caller right quick. Talking Heads.
Good day, Naughty. We don't hate you. You're just naughty by nature.
What's going on, GNN?
That's not a thing. Same old 6 and 4, you know what I mean? But listen, let me tell you why I called you today. To show you how much I appreciate you, right?
But I do not.
But you know, if I was going to go fuss you, my voice would have been a little louder than
That's
that.
true. So,
I really appreciate you, and let me tell you why. There was a caller before you went to the break that came on, and he wanted to get his point across, and for some reason or another, he didn't hit the nail on the head. But you being what kind of talk show host?
What, a professional?
A professional talk show host. You kind of helped him along. You understood what he was trying to say to you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And you assisted him. But, Naughty, you have some talk show
And I trying to be like John Travolta, too, when it comes to that situation. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.
You're the one that he loves. That's what you say. But, listen, you have been really appreciated. You ever see a
No
class,
problem.
Naughty, where 31 students come first?
No.
You ever see a class, Naughty, where half come first and half come second? No.
No.
But you got one or two would come first or second, and then the rest fall in line right down to 30-something.
Correct.
Which means that everybody ain't going to be able to articulate the same way. So why some talk show hosts, because you didn't hit the nail on the head, discuss you, oh, you're calling me, you're stupid.
Hey, GNN, let me answer this. Let me answer this as diplomatically as I can, okay? I run my show my way. They run their show their way. I don't want them to say nothing to me about how I do my show. I would never say anything to them how to do their show. So that's something you got to take up with them. I understand the point you're trying to make. I just pride myself as trying to keep it as real as I can, as long as I can, as many people know me. What you see on the street is what you get here. It's nothing different. So at the end of the day, if I'm in a capacity and someone wants to express themselves, and you're using the wrong word, well, I don't want you to get in problems. I don't want me to get in problems. I know Urkel listening, so we're going to use the right word, allegation.
Exactly. You lead them along rather than call me stupid and dumb. You know
Now, I reserve the right that I find idiotic, borderline stupid, or dumb. I may try to find another word to softly tell you I don't agree with you, and I think it don't make no sense, but...
Well, Naughty, I agree with you, too. You know, you'll find a donkey in any race. You understand?
Man, sometimes you find a donkey and anyway, don't let me say it. Don't let me say it. And on that note, before you get me in trouble, thanks for the call. Let me get to the next one. Talking Heads.
Yeah, what's going on now?
What's going on, 52?
Yeah, you tell me. You know, I said this over and over. You know, I always appreciate GNN. And you know, the thing is about Frederick Douglass once said that there's none so enslaved as to those who falsely believe that they are free, right? And so a lot of people believe they are free, right? But we are not. And what happens is, you started to talk about the alleged this and that, right? But I don't even want to mention that. What I could mention is something that was in the paper, the Sonny Miller case, right? Sonny Miller is an officer. I was trying to find out why would they use the Sonny Miller when he's a police officer, but I'm not worrying because there's only a few bad apples. Of course, I'm being facetious, you see what I'm saying? And so status quo entities and people will always uphold status quo narratives and suppress any counter narratives towards whatever they're pushing. So these people is mine. I know them a long time. I know this country better than a lot of people because I'm 60, getting ready to go to the grave, right?
No, man.
I'm not afraid, but what I'm saying is...
You still got tread on it.
Yeah, but listen to me, man. Naughty. What I'm saying is, what are we going to stand for as Bahamian people? What are we going to stand for? Are we just going to sit and just accept anything that we're told, like children on the plantation, and be naive, and everybody living in an ivory tower when people on the ground actually can see what's going on? We're being duped out of our minds. I agree with some of what GNM is saying. It sounds somewhat offensive, but during the pandemic, people was calling me stupid. But what happened was God put it in a way for the truth to be revealed. So now, I can say people are stupid for taking a vaccine that they knew nothing about. I can call them stupid for putting a vaccine in their bodies that they know nothing about. They knew nothing about. I can call them stupid for simply repeating narratives without checking out the scientific literature and regurgitating it. They're no different from social media. I can call naughty, but people would say, you understand what I'm saying? But I did call some people stupid because I was lambasted, castigated, whatever word you could find. You see what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, there's not much people could call me today and discredit anything that I was saying. But I'm stupid. You see? Now, people talk about, they despise me. They talk about Crystal and other people in the eye open and think, listen to me. They say the same thing with lying. But one thing I like, there was a lady on Dwight's show a couple of weeks ago, and she said she failed the O-level master. She got a D or whatever, or E or whatever. But I like people like that. And so she's up and she has a PhD today. So what that means? That means that some people are down to earth and they know the struggle. So even as we suppress people, but see, I'm not intimidated. I barely got, at least a matter of fact, I got no A's, only B's and C's and a few D's. Naughty. That doesn't make, you know what I'm saying? But
I got you.
Bless her.
Be safe, man. Good points, man. As always, 52. Let's get to the next call. Talking Heads, because we got to get to Grand Bahama. We got Darren Cooper live, so we'll get down to him in a second, and I appreciate him holding. Let's get this last one in. Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Sparky?
Right here, good buddy. Naughty, I really appreciate you too, because like I mentioned some names the other day that people who keep it real and don't be hung up on all kind of little trivial things. And, like 52 and certain people say, you just could call some people and they don't get uptight with trying to impress people to how educated they are, how smart they are. Not all of us. We might have been all in the same class, but only one or two came for a second. Ago when I was going to school in Eastern Senior, if 31 was in the class, when they list off the name, they used to tell you who came 31, who came for a second. Everybody knew who they class as the dummy. Next year, the next one who was 31, he maybe came second. We all migrate to different things. We think differently. We speak differently. We got different personalities. But I'll never call in on a Guardian talk show and call somebody name.
Now, hold on. I had to put you... Now, stop yourself, because you try to use a joke one day to call me stupid. That's why I had to deal with you. Don't run out now. I hear the point you're making, but remember now.
I'm a comedian as well, other than a talk show host.
That's why I scored you on your BS.
That's why when I remember coming down to Breezes, and when I saw you on the stage, I stood in the back of the room. I said, Sparky in the house.
I said, dear God, you think this is a talk show? Yeah, I had to show you this different from the talk show. What I can't say here, I could say there, right? Okay, then.
But see, I understand that. That's why I said, before I cracked the door, I said, no, ain't taking that. That's only a joke.
When I saw you pop up, I said, all right, you can learn today. Comedy 101. Here we go.
Yeah, right. But see, things like that and stuff like that. And like I always say this, Nonny. As men, we are different from women. I think men are made
obviously
physical.
We got different.
Not only that, but men are made physical, women are made emotional. Two guys.
Not today, boy. You got some girly men, emotional men too. Now, don't even go there. I can tell you one in the NBA, but really, I got to get the Grand Bahama, Sparky. Wrap it up for me, please.
I was trying to see every time you butted it straight there.
Because it's my show.
I do. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. What I'm saying, Naughty, if you and I get together, we sit in the pub talking baseball, basketball. If you tee me off, I cuss you, you cuss me. We go up to the bartender, we say, bartender.
And have the next one.
That's going on now.
That finish and be drinking a cold when the game coming on.
We finishing around. But now two women get mad at one another. They ain't talking to one another for months. Maybe years. Don't let them get mad with a man. Oh, they ain't talking to him no more. And he blocked.
But they say, but hell hath no fury, like a woman scorn. Anyway, Sparks, thanks, man. We got to get to Grand Bahama. Let me get these couple of texts in. Naughty, I told you long time, Fred runs the PLP and Brave can't do a thing about it. Wow, this is a long one. Let me get this one. I wonder when Mr. Mitchell was going to show up. As Minister of Foreign Affairs, he will be forced to be the front man on the Bahamas situation, but it will become problematic for him if any persons connected to his party are implicated if they have broken any American laws in their dealing with Sarkis. This will all be compounded if Donald Trump, a former hotel owner, becomes president. Let's get to Grand Bahama. Talking Heads. Darren, how are you, man?
Hey, Naughty. Rich here, enjoying the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, but we got to talk Grand Bahama. And I appreciate Sarah getting all the info. I know she's tied up today. But, brother, bring me up to snuff. What's happening down there? Because I hear it's like much to do about nothing because it's still the same old, same old.
Well, you're absolutely correct. Nothing changed. We had the Prime Minister in town. I know for sure he was here on Friday of last week for the funeral service of former Senator Naomi Seymour. And of course, during that time, you would have had, straw vendors in the Port Lakai area requesting for him to come and to see about their concerns. I was advised that I saw a video where he indicated not today. So I guess he didn't have time in this particular batch to visit those vendors. But again, nothing new in Grand Bahama. Same old, same old. No hotel deal, no airport deal, nothing new. Contractors would have left the carnival site because of payment concerns and bad treatment. You have former employees of the carnival site complaining about treatment that they are dealing with, and if they speak up or say something, they're terminated not by carnival, but by the registered foreman or contractor of the site. But Naughty, again, we still have the same old going on in Grand Bahama. We have lack of representation from the two government MPs that we have. Of course, opposition leader and opposition, they would always at this time being opposition, they'd show up and hear your concerns, but they're only the opposition. And so, still trying to get government to pay some attention to some of the concerns. Nothing yet with the Prime Minister and being able to create a dialogue and back and forth conversation with residents, business owners, and all those with concerns. Was advised earlier today that some 5 to 6 homes would have started renovation or roof repairs under the small home repair on Monday of this week. But that's pretty much only thing good I could say about Grand Bahama right now, but it's the same old.
I see Margaritaville, they plotted a new course. I know they told Grand Bahamians that they would reschedule, voyages for those guys, when they pulled out, and now they're rescheduling those voyages to Nassau.
And the thing about it is, the company that represents Margaritaville or their broker here on the island, that company is owned by a sitting senator in Grand Bahama.
What?
And it's so amazing. Yeah, the company that does the brokerage and the querings and the concerns of Margaritaville when they port to our dock is owned by a sitting senator. And it's so amazing that he's gone mute and dumb on the situation and has said nothing. It has to say everything else but the power company and everything else about the Port Authority, but nothing as relates to why you could not keep this company that you would be impacted by here in Grand Bahama. And if they're going to Nassau, my question is, will you be the representation or representative for Nassau Port for this company? And so, that's where we are, but they're leaving. We don't know who else probably will soon leave, but, that's where we are.
I mean, how did that affect Grand Bahamians on the ground as far as jobs? Were there a lot of Grand Bahamians that will be out of a job now if this doesn't return?
Of course, because here it is, you had this vessel that gave you a guarantee of 3 to 4 days out of the week that came to the shore. When other cruise ships are once a week, this vessel came every other day. So if they come on a Monday, they're back on a Wednesday, and then they're back on a Friday, and then they're back on a Sunday, and then they're back on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's how the rotation of it continues. So now you're not going to have those vessels. So taxi drivers are going to be impacted. Hair braided straw vendors, you name it, will be impacted. You have at least 30 to 30, almost 40 straw vendors that are stationed at where their terminal was. That's going to be impacted. You have 2 food vendors that were stationed at this terminal that's going to be impacted. And there is no announcement of a replacement vessel. So what do you think is going to happen now to these persons? They would have to park up because there will be no business coming to that port. Park up and go home, or try and see if the harbor company can squeeze them in somewhere where they're already crowded, because they're now putting people
with no airport and no proper airlift. Here we go. I mean, there's no other options for those folks to ply their craft or their tourism-related businesses because we don't have a proper functioning airport.
Not only will this pullout affect the vendors at the harbor, but this pullout will affect vendors in Port Lacaya and shop owners in Port Lacaya, and also other tourist destinations that had contracts for their guests when they arrive. So this is not just the 40 something vendors, but this is.
I mean, anybody being impacted by those kind of decisions, though, it's rough because I know people that rely on cruise ships when they're in port, like you said, that make a living off that.
Absolutely.
And wasn't this administration, if I'm not mistaken, all pro-blue economy as well?
No, it's so amazing with this administration. This administration says so much, but does so little. Because, all of this is being said, and nothing from our government officials to say, this is what's happening, this is what we've been able to do. Nothing from our investment minister, nothing from our tourism minister, nothing from our minister for Grand Bahama, nothing from the nation's chief, nothing. As if Grand Bahama continues to get the licks of not voting PLP.
I thought we were so evolved from that, We're still very tribal, and I don't think we'll ever escape it.
It could be in the action doesn't say that we are so far from it. The action says different. How do you care about me? You're making plenty of decisions. The only thing that's new in Grand Bahama, Naughty, taxation. And milking the people for what they don't have. No exemptions, no consideration of hard times and challenging times for business owners. It's all about what the government are entitled to, and the government wants their money. They don't give nobody else. The government owe you all kind of money, and they are the worst payers in the history.
I mean, that's always what a lot of people say. They want contracts, but then when they get them, they fight hard to get them, they can't get paid.
Correct. We're now in 5 weeks since the Prime Minister promised the announcement or the close, the sealing of the deal of the hotel property. He's been in Grand Bahama. You hear anything yet? You heard any announcement yet? None. All these projects in the pipeline. And you know what we believe is going to happen, Naughty? Like they always do? Leading up to election, we hear an announcement of this, the groundbreaking, as if we're a bunch of gullible people who will just believe what they say. I don't want the politicians to believe that strategy works, because it doesn't. It doesn't. That's why for the past 25 years, we've been changing governments.
Ping pong style, back and forth.
When you come in thinking we are ignorant, we show you that we're not.
Now, on a more somber note, very sad note, a mother heartbroken after son stabbed to death. I mean, that's the 6th murder for the year over there in Grand Bahama. And
Naughty, I know the family very well.
And my thoughts and prayers and my condolences go out to them as well, too. It's a very tragic situation.
Yeah, from our southern district of Grand Bahama, the Finnis Point area. The young man, some years ago, about a year or so ago, worked along with Rotary during the rebuilding of Grand Bahama. He's a very good shingle guy and sheetrock installer. Very young, bright future. And it's so unfortunate that our young men can't seem to deal with their issues and their differences other ways. This incident happened long before the stabbing. They would have had a week prior. They would have had some altercation in the actual food store right next to in the same place where he would have lost his life. But it's just unfortunate, and we hope that this Grand Bahama would not become like the capital. We'll be able to control ourselves and not put that stench of murder on the island. But it's very unfortunate that this is where we are, and just a senseless act. Again, I want to blame us, the adults, because it's sometimes us in the way we behave in public and behave amongst each other that sends the wrong message to those who are watching us. And so we have to be a little more responsible in being able to iron out our issues and not taking away the liberty and the freedom of people's freedom of speech, and being able to voice their concerns, but being able to respect what they say and, work through it. And so we too, as adults, must carry a level of responsibility in our actions as well. We case in point, and I smile with this, but today, a sitting magistrate in Grand Bahama ran the red light. And instead of him stopping to apologize to the car that had to swerve from hitting him, he laid him out as if because I guess he is a magistrate.
Hold on, he laid him out like how?
Breaking the law. Huh?
When you say he laid him out, he read him the riot act, or when you say he laid him out?
The magistrate did the rowing of the car that was in the right.
Right, so he was strong and wrong is what you're saying.
Strong and wrong and blowing his horn. But that's where we are. We are breaking the law. And then when those break the law, that if I go before a magistrate for a red light violation, I would be drilled and ticketed and fined.
Correct.
But then,
well, I mean,
magistrate, so he go.
Like today, I got a photograph from out west at Old Fort Shopping Plaza in front of Fresh Market. Police truck, the new police trucks, big and bold in the disabled parking. Front one too, not down a bit. The front one, the main one, the first one. So if the law doesn't respect and uphold the law, even as small as and infinitesimal to some as that seems, and it's so large to many others in that disabled community, and the magistrate don't want to check for the red light, where are we really going, Darren?
Correct.
I mean, aren't these persons empowered to uphold the law, protect the law, and enforce the law?
Correct. But they're the breakers.
With that
They're the law break. Naughty. We have police officers in Grand Bahama driving unlicensed vehicles, uninsured vehicles.
Are you talking police vehicles or their personal owned vehicles?
Personal vehicles. Personal.
Well, yeah, if you ain't got no license, man, you need no number plate. That's when I go in for my insurance.
Personal. But this is where we are. And who cares?
With all of this stress, you got to thank God for the organizers of Oktoberfest putting it together so you can at least try a cold beer to get through it. Because sometimes that's what you need. You might need one or two. So props to the organizers of Oktoberfest for at least letting Grand Bahama enjoy a cold one. But that's been traditional. You guys always do Oktoberfest down there, so I'm glad to see y'all doing it again.
Yeah. I guess they're trying to do as much as they can in Grand Bahama just to keep the island going and keep activities going and just making things happen.
Because at the end of the day, man, I look at it and I say, listen, there's so much potential in Grand Bahama. So much. But at the end of the day, we keep still spinning the wheels in the mud right where we are from last year to the year before to today.
Yeah.
And you know, there are a ton of Grand Bahamians still trying to make their way back home post the storm. I talk to them a lot. I mean, I got some friends, you know, who live close by that are from Grand. I say, "Naughty man, we try to get back. I won't go, but say there's not. That was the words. There is nothing to go back to.
To go back to, correct? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
And these are young entrepreneurial people. You know what I mean? They don't want a handout. They business minded.
Yeah.
Let's call in real quick. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, Jeff? We're gonna wrap with Jeff and then get and Darren and then get into CW in the break.
Let me make it very rapid here. Hey, Darren. I'm listening to this conversation very clearly, and the sad reality about this whole thing is that we have many persons in this country who are future thinkers. In other words, we want to see a better Bahamas, especially as it relates to the industries that is currently here and the possibility of new industries coming online. The sad reality here is that, we have the ideas and the thoughts, but boy, having the funds to pull some of these things off at the higher taxations, you can't even keep money in your bank account or anything like that. But, yet we have a group of persons that sit in our parliament who's supposed to have all these plans, all these ideas, and so on and so forth. And the implementation of them is one thing. The benefits of them is the other thing. Bahamians are not feeling any benefit at all in their pockets from any of these so-called decisions that these legislators claim that they make on our behalf. Let me close on this one salient point here, and I'm hoping that we as Bahamians, though there's probably no money in our pockets, we need now to come together and look at a lucrative opportunity. We just need someone who can really plan this thing out and really, put some shares on the table, and let's see if our local average persons can buy into it, and that is to begin a cruise line throughout these islands to bring some type of economics to each one of these islands who today do not get a direct injection of monies into their coffers. I believe that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think my friend John Bostwick spoke about that before on some talk shows years ago.
Well, I would like to see that come to fruition because here we know that central government tends to put all the money here in New Providence. More than any other island. And I think this way we can have all these other citizens from the other islands, all these islands that are not being directly impacted by monies being injected into their local economies. I believe that it is possible that we can finally get the Bahamian Islands to at least be able to try and survive on their own without having to rely solely on central government. And that's the way forward. Thanks for taking my call.
No problem, Jeff. Always a pleasure. Darren, I appreciate you chiming in, man. You got anything you want to wrap on?
No, man, Naughty. Just continue to do what you're doing, and
and continue to send me the links, man. You got some great shows down there too, man. I enjoy listening to them lives and other stuff you do, man. Good stuff. Keep it up. And all right, have a great remainder of the week down there in Grand Bahama.
No problem.
Good stuff. Okay. Appreciate you, bro. Let's get to the break. Flip side of the break, Cuban Willie's numerology report, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. We get into the news in the 5 o'clock hour. We'll be talking sports. Purdy will be in the building. And yes, we're going to get up into Yankees-Dodgers World Series. We're going to get into that game last night. Why was Chris Godwin in there with 40 seconds left and now injured for the rest of the season? Is Tampa Bay done? No, I got an angle for you that might just surprise you, but the Bucks can still be a factor, and I'll tell you why in the 5 o'clock hour. Keep it right where you got it.
Teach them something before they lose the song. Freedom is the road. Coming in from the cold. All I do is win, no matter what.
Feeling lucky? Here's Cuban Willie's numerology report. Brought to you by the Island Game.
Buenos dias, Bacacho again. Soy Joe Cuban Willie with my numerology report, brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. Today is Tuesday. 4 pelotas. The favors. The 2, 2, 1, 8, 2, 2, 1, 8. 22, 18, 22-18. That's your lucky football today. Play and win with the Island Games. Stay winning, my friend.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
They say it's Saturday, and I say
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Central Bank of the Bahamas, the Cleveland Clinic, ESC Distributors Limited, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, the Ministry of Public Service, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's and Games, Print Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, October 22nd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. You got Pearly joining us now. He's in the building. What's going on, Pearl?
Radio, my brother, radio. Radio, big on Friday.
Yeah, man.
Friday.
Well, while you here on Friday, I could jump right in and talk about today in sports history, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. And on this day, October 22nd, not too many guys pro football game was telecast from New York. Brooklyn defeated Philadelphia 23-14. Good. Anybody who's beat Philadelphia at any place in time in history is all right in my book. Good. 1950, the Los Angeles Rams set an NFL record by defeating the Baltimore Colts 70-27. It was a record score for a regular season game. 2000, Corey Dillon of the Cincinnati Bengals ran for 278 yards against the Denver Broncos. 2011, Albert Pujols of the St. Louis Cardinals became the third player to hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. Sports quote of the day, we didn't want to weaken the rest of the league. Frank Lane, Milwaukee Brewers executive, on why he didn't make any offseason trades. God, and that team never won, right? So that's what you get. You get what you get for doing that. All right, Purdy, what's going on? What's good with you? You alluded to it Friday. You got a long time to wait till Friday, man. A lot of talk in the market. I'm just keeping my blinders on and just making sure everybody do what they need to do. Just get there and let's play. Let's play ball.
Yeah, right. And everybody will be well rested. Bullpens rested. Everybody rested. So, you can't say no tired arms. So I'm excited about it. I see Jeter said this will probably be the best World Series in the last 25 years.
Yes, it will be. The 2 best teams in baseball going at it. That's how it should be. How many years have we been disappointed in the playoffs? Either the Yankees let us down or the Dodgers let you down, and here we are.
Too many, but I'm happy to be there. I'm happy that we can now get our World Series. What I was trying to say is it was in a bubble, was in this, was in that. Everybody will be in the stands. The world will be watching.
Well,
Dodgers in 6.
That's your take. Dodgers in 6. Like I told you, Yankees in 7. So you just have to endure it more. See, as much as you're my big brother. I respect you. I love you. No diddy. I got to break it down to you. I have a clear-cut advantage in this one.
And what's that?
My good friend, my late friend, Frankie Simmons, he pulling on. And Jazz, the connection, Frankie was one at the early age in youth ball, 8 and under, 10 and under, who coached Jazz.
Yeah.
And who's playing third for the Yankees?
I like how
you see the connection? You see the connection?
No, I like how you trying to find these, superstitious things and all these things and these. Fine, I'm good with that.
And Frankie was a regular on the show, you know what I mean? So this one for Frankie, bro.
Even Jesus is a Dodger.
No. God is this is where, yes, Jesus is a Dodger, but God is a Cowboy, Yankee, and Laker. And when you look at the Lakers right now, it's testimony to that statement. God make ugly, but he don't like it.
He can't be a Laker.
Huh?
He must be punishing us. He
is just proving that statement to us all. God make ugly, but he don't like it. Los Angeles Lakers. Way so much there's a hole in the stadium roof so God could watch his team play on Sunday. You didn't know that, Earl?
like I say this though, one thing.
And anybody who got 27, but soon to be 28 world championships, it's got to be God's team.
Hey, when you win 25 of them in the first in before 1970,
it doesn't matter when you won it. It's you won it.
Okay, all right.
Earl, I use a big track and field.
I always look at baseball, and I don't look at what your season average is, because that's not a true reflection of what's going on when you come in the bat at that one time.
No, that's
what
true.
You did in the last 10 games.
But let me paint this scenario for you.
Difference, let me say this piece and let you talk. The difference between playing the Los Angeles Dodgers and playing the Cleveland Guardians is we could hit far better than the Guardians, and we got better pitching than the Guardians.
Okay. You're taking on that role of that guy. You're being that guy.
Yep.
You're being that guy. Fine, be that guy. Remember the last time you were that guy?
I would be that guy. I would be that guy a week from Friday.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because we got Friday, Saturday in LA, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday in New York, and then we go back to LA.
Let's get to this call real quick. Talking heads.
Naughty, get him together, Naughty.
Oh, Lord.
Get him together, Naughty. Get him together. This is our chance. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime move. This might be the last of the Mohegans for us to get him together, Naughty. So this whole series, win, lose, or draw, make sure we get Pearly together.
That's why I tell you it'd go in 7-7 so he could really endure it and take it, and then we could really rub it in.
If you see the Dodgers lose this World Series, like, it's over for Pearly and commentating and all, right? Like, it's just
No, never be over for commentating. No. We can keep him right in. He got to tote it till next season. It'll never be over there. What?
Let me tell you why this.
I might have to give him an extra day just so y'all could roast him.
The problem is
we gotta have a watch party, Naughty. We got to,
man. But go.
We gotta do something.
Too many Bahamians. Just because I love jazz. Jazz is one of us.
I need you to shout out all the bandwagoners.
Hold on a second.
Baseball from in the 90s when my granddaddy used to watch the Cup. But now that we got jazz playing for the Yanks, I'm all into baseball, watching the highlights. Like, we just had a championship champion in the WNBA. I'm looking for a champion in the World Series now.
You're too greedy. The Bahamians too greedy.
That's the problem
most Bahamians who tripping out over John Quell's victory only doing that because half of y'all ain't never watched a WNBA game in your life. And those know that I've been watching WNBA for more than 1 year, and I've been a big WNBA fan.
But he's even bigger now because of Angel Reese.
Well, don't say that too loud. Somebody may.
I just want to tell you on national radio in the front of the whole Bahamas and the world at large, I wish you the best this World Series, and I hope you and being friends after the World Series. But I was trying to call you from earlier today, but I'm glad I caught you here on Talking Heads, and I just want everybody to stay encouraged and tuned in, especially during this World Series, Pearly. Y'all have a great day, Naughty. Love y'all, man.
Y'all too, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. You have a good day yourself. All right, listen, Pearly. Now, you made somebody the Yankees trophies, right? And World Series, and we won a bunch of them prior to the 70s. Let me ask you a question. You're a track and field aficionado, correct? I know deep down in your heart you probably wanted to be a 100-meter sprinter or 200-meter sprinter.
I did try.
You did try, but you didn't win. But you tried, and that's what matters. Yeah. But had you won any type of championship in track and field for the glorious, illustrious St. Augustine's College that you bleed for, you would talk that to this day. You would talk that and make them put that in your eulogy before we put you down.
And listen, I don't have a problem with you talking about your 27 victories, but don't make you think that these 27 victories mean that the Yankees have been that good. See, I could brag about me and Sock. The Sock that's been 31 of the last 32 championships or 30 of the last 32 championships. So I could say that. I have, and because we're recent in winning. When the last time you all won in 2009? That was the last time you all won?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. But the bottom line.
But how many times you been there too since then and choked and had a chance to catch us up?
It don't matter how many times you've been there, how many times you won. All right, we got one since y'all. Bottom line. But the bottom line is, don't let them 27 fool to think that that's some kind of stuff to say that the Yankees can win. The Yankees.
Just for
the
you.
The Yankees are probably the second best player in baseball.
Who?
And that's fine.
Who?
You don't have the best player in baseball in LA, and let's don't go there now. Let's don't argue that point.
He better show, boy, because listen here, if it don't happen, Pearly, if it don't happen, boy, I'm going to give you 700 million reasons why it was a failure.
But the brother ain't getting 700 million. Now he getting 2 million a year for the next 10 years. Then he making 20 million. You don't get no money until 2034. So let's not make that an issue. All right? He's getting $2 million a year right now from the Dodgers.
Then guess what? If they lose, I'll tell him you should take that money and don't even give it to him in 2034. You don't deserve it.
Guess what? We playing, and Davey Roberts, you know I'm a big critic of Dave Roberts.
No, boy, you put one love fest on Davey Roberts Saturday. Now, if Davey Roberts do Davey Roberts things and throw you down under the bus, don't get mad at Davey, because you showed everybody on this show how much you love Davey.
Yeah, he's been a masterful manager, and people talking about he shouldn't get manager of the year because they expected the Dodgers to be there. He's taken a team where every starting pitcher has been out for at least some period of time. He's been a team where Freddie has been hurt, where Muncy has been out, where Rojas is hurt, where Lux have been out hurt. He's taken an injury-plagued team and took them to the best record in baseball. That's managing. That's a team that next man up on your standards is a great thing to say.
Yes, it is. But I'm just saying.
So all I'm saying
we got something working for us, bro, and his name is Jazz Chisholm, man. And the ingredient is we Bahamians like to carry on bad at the right time. So guess what?
The problem
I ready for him to carry on bad.
You got a bunch of bandwagoners don't know nothing but baseball, jump on, and that's fine, because that's our Bahamian boy, and I want him to do well every time he comes up the bat, and as long as runners not on base, I want him to get a hit. But I pulled for the team. I pulled for the name on the front of the jersey. But I've been pulling for before Jazz was born, before a lot of these people were born. I've been a Dodger fan since 1972. Since 1972, I've been a Dodger fan. I ain't gonna change that. I ain't gonna go and I want him to do well. I'm happy. I pulled for Angel Reese, but I'm happy Jonquel did well. I praise her. I give her the glory and everything. But the bottom line is, when it comes to baseball, I'm a Dodger.
Let's go to the phone line. Justin, you got Jazz on the team. Can you imagine?
That'd be great for you, but unfortunately, it ain't happened this year, and not next year either.
And when it happened this year,
you'll probably lose Soto after the season.
Pearly, you see where you going? You are that guy right now. You're trying not to be, but you are.
You're probably going to lose Soto after this season.
And I'm telling you, keep going then, Pearly. I tried to warn you. Keep going. I encourage you. Run it. I like when your mouth's sticky. I like when your mouth's saucy. Go ahead.
You're sitting here becoming that guy, telling me we can lose, we got Jazz. You're already that guy, and you can get mad because I'm responding?
No. You came in with this one. We got the best player in baseball.
We do.
That's debatable.
50 home runs and 50 stolen base. And be exact, 59 stolen bases and 56 home runs.
How many home runs did Mr. Judge have?
How many stolen bases did Mr. Judge have?
That's not his job to steal bases, is it?
It's not his job to steal bases either. Before this, he had maybe 20-some stolen bases.
How many RBIs have Tony had?
100. I think 100, if I remember. I'd have to check.
How many Judge had?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I can check on that for you. Naughty, I'm a truck aficionado. Not in this lifetime or any other lifetime, but rarely ever win a medal for soccer.
Actually, I did. I have a couple of medals for St. Augustine's. I.e. pole vault, I.e. discus, I.e. shot put.
You were a pole vaulter?
I just did it. We didn't have anybody, and I did it, and I got third.
You handled the pole vault? Anyway, boy, Pearly.
We're not jokers, okay? No diddy.
All right, Quad, I come to you right now. I got to read this text. Naughty, did you see Russell Wilson versus the Jets Sunday? Wow, Steeler Nation. No, Texter, I haven't really watched the Steelers since my Cowboys punched you all in the mouth. I don't need to watch it all no more. My Cowboys don't punch you in the mouth. I'm only joking. I did watch. In fairness, though, Russell played a very good game, in my opinion. He did.
No, in the show, all y'all said it was a mistake for Pittsburgh. Not you, but more so our good friend and my brother Clint.
I wasn't here. I wasn't privy to that show. Not you all. I was away.
That's why I say I give you a blind. But Eric, Clint, why we starting him? Why they starting him? This kid is 4-2. I said, yeah, but Russell never lost his starting job. He got hurt.
Well, we can pick that.
Opportunity to come back.
You could remind him of that on Thursday.
So, yeah, pardon me?
You could remind him of that on Thursday and Friday.
I can't wait. You know I can't wait. All right. Thursday.
Let's get this phone call in, and then we got to hit some topics we need to talk on, man, because we got to talk. Talking Heads.
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening?
Well, it'll take long to come on, but anyhow, I hear Pearly talking about the players they got, man. They got one of the highest payroll in Major League.
The highest.
The Dodgers.
And we got the money to pay it, so why should we pay it? I'm a firm believer in paying the players. Nobody coming to see the owners play. They coming to see the players play. And if you're making the money, pay the players.
Making it sound like, hey, we did, the manager did good and this and that. Man, you all got some high-paid fellas, yo.
But we had a lot of players hurt. Our whole starting pitching staff was hurt. We had rookies pitching for us. We had Mookie, our best player. We had everybody, a lot of players hurt.
Yeah, but
and the backups responded. That's all I'm saying. The low-playing players responded.
I hear you, but they look for you all to get there because that payroll high. You were the same, almost the same thing with the Yankees. Those payroll, those guys get. You think they can hear this one hurt and that one hurt if they ain't get nowhere?
I make it. We there. And the Yankees, they expected the day from the season started. Marty and I called it a Yankee Dodger World Series, and that's what we got.
Well, the manager, he did very well. Some very high-paid players. So if they ain't doing well, then you might as well don't get the high-paid fellas. That's
we ain't only ones high-paid players. We're not the only ones. The Yankee high-paid players.
We have high-paid players. We don't brag. That's what we do. We don't run from it. We ain't no shame in our game. Break out the checkbook. That's what Steinbrenner say.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. And then, boy, what here? Well, this one hurt and that one hurt, and they high paid, so they got to perform up to that task, boy. What?
My bottom line is that my Dodgers played well. We are where we're supposed to be, in spite of people being hurt. Dave Roberts got the team there. Now I have a healthy team other than Rojas and Freddie on the bad leg. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, man, to see what, again, with this, those teams was very high paid. They all the time expected to beat them. When they don't beat you, it's just been miseries for them during the off season. Trust me.
But I hear that, but don't miss, because some other high paid teams ain't there, like Philadelphia, like the Mets, like the Cubs. All right, there's some high paid players that we beat one or two of them. The Yankees beat one or two of them.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. But anyhow, I wish you all the best. I know the Yankees can get you all their trouble, but I wish you all.
One thing I like about you, though, you're Oriole and you staying in the division and you supporting us. I appreciate that.
Orioles, from way back when the Orioles was when the Orioles got one run on you, years going by.
Yeah.
All
right, bro. Be safe. Good call as always.
Calling, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, as we get to before we get to the other call, Pearly, I just want to interject here. Aaron Judge, final numbers. He went for 322 average, 58 home runs, 144 RBIs. He was too busy doing that to steal any bases. But we'll look at Ohtani and see what Ohtani's final numbers were, which are very respectable in their own right. Can't take nothing away from him. As a matter of fact, he finished with a robust, and I'll tell you right now, here it is, 310 average, 54 home runs, 130 RBIs. So he was 12 points less in the batting average department than Judge, 8 home runs less, and 14 RBIs. But he did have more stolen bases. So that's good stuff, though. Not bad. That's fine. Good. And I would like to see the two of them battle in the World Series. Now, who's your next man up? Because you got a very on fuego Giancarlo Stanton, bro, who's been there with the experience.
My next man up who's been on fire during these playoffs is Mr. Mookie Betts.
Okay, now.
My next man up behind him who's been on fire is the fellow we picked up from St. Louis, Brother Edmund.
And I check and replace you with Mr. Juan Soto in your Toto.
Yeah, but don't
you like that one? Soto in your Toto.
Okay, and then who has got on base 16 of 18 as the baseman has been on fire.
Well, I think that my third baseman, like I say, in true Bahamian fashion, gonna reach and say, I reach and I going to carry on bad. So we ain't gonna worry about no Muncie. We gonna worry about Jazzy.
My bullpen has been untouchable.
Anyway, let's get to the call. On that note, let's get to the call. Talking heads. Talking heads. Hello.
Yeah, Pearly.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, you got Pearly. Go ahead.
Yeah, tell Pearly, thank you. I know, but I remember Pearly picking us to win Sunday, right? But I text Muff and Muff say, yeah, two his neighbors are stealing. He mad with me, but I tell him he can spell it any which way, right? Whether it's being by stealing, by thieving, or stealers, right? So I was looking at, they brought up me and Joe Green and Lynn Swan. They remember all those guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe probably them need Larry Zonka and Bob Greasy to show up.
And don't forget the late Mercury Morris.
I remember Mercury Morris. I remember Kenny Stabler.
And hold on, if you can bring it,
Don Fouts. I remember all those guys.
Yeah, Coriel, good stuff.
You don't need them. You know, we need to show up. We need Larry Little to show up and Dwight Stevenson to show up.
Yeah, but hold on, I got a big question for Naughty Birdie.
A crappy offensive line.
Hey, Birdie.
Hey.
I can make this one quick. Naughty's scared, but guess what? Deep down inside, Naughty them sting us with the last game in the last couple of seconds Wilson was in.
Hold on, stop. 52. And first of all,
rookie quarterback.
No. Hold on, 52. First of all, don't get all biggity after my team done beat you. Put a little respect on the Cowboys' name, all right?
But Naughty, you were scared. You were scared right to the last minute.
Excuse me, how was I scared and I predicted the Cowboys to win?
Hey, listen, you always stole the game from us. Hey, Pearly, that's why you always stole the game from us. But guess what? If Russell is playing, and I mean, anyone who's watched football can see the difference in the offense with Russell there. And I was proud, and so maybe they need to outlaw that particular rule where the guy it might be in the corner, come off for the he offered his own teammate, and they say he propelled off of the guy helmet. But that's your own teammate, but you can see he was in a propel. I didn't like that call. Still, I thought. I mean, it was the opposite team, the opposing team. I could see that being, you know what I mean. And so, and of course, we lead in the lead in field goal blocks. So give thanks. Don't you scared still?
Scared, brother. We done beat you. You so scared you changed your quarterback. You were so scared you just waited 3 weeks after we beat you to decide to talk. That's how scared you was. 52. Now I gotta call you 42. You lose 10 points for being scared. Anyway, let's get to the break. Flip side of the break, Pearly and I gonna pick up the conversation, and we got lots to talk about. All right, we done with the Yankees and the Dodgers. After last night, what was Chris Godwin doing left? Mike Evans went out with a hamstring. Godwin, fractured ankle, done for the year. Are the Bucks done? I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. And Pearly, you gotta answer this. Tua, no Guardian cap? What's up with that? And if we got enough time, we'll talk about the Lakers and LeBron and Bronny. That whole debacle, that whole soap opera gonna start tonight. All right, we're gonna touch on all of that, and I got your picks lined up for you, courtesy of the Island Game is all coming up, so keep it right where you got it. Don't touch it.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers, we've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce, to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch is spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and it's finger-licking good.
Living with a neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
Are you looking to save for a big purchase or occasion? Do you want your money to start making money for you? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond. I am guaranteed to earn interest on your money with terms ranging from 1 to 6 years. Government savings bonds are available to all Bahamians, and for as little as $100, you can start to save for your future. The Bahamas Government Savings Bond, a safe investment guaranteed. Check out the Central Bank of the Bahamas website for details.
You're listening to Talkin' Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
They say the sun in some people's world, you never shine at all.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, October 22nd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Nerdy Law does 6. Let's get to the phone lines. Let's get this one out the way real quick. Talking Heads.
Yeah, Naughty, what's going on?
What's going on, Muff Brown?
Yeah,
Muff Rose, sorry.
The problem is Mayfield was throwing too much interceptions, man. And what happened, Derrick Henry, he could be the push over the hill for Baltimore this year.
Yep, I think so.
I think
I've already
so.
said Baltimore, Detroit, we're Super Bowl.
8 quarters and he ain't getting the end zone yet. He dead, babe.
Who?
Hey, but what y'all think?
Who had 8 quarters and hold on. Who had 8 quarters and ain't getting the end zone yet?
Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but dead, babe. I mean, 5 field goals? Come on, man. You could have win that game if you just get one. You see with Arizona, do they get one, they win the game. But who y'all think is the fastest out of Murray and Lamar Jackson?
Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson? I got to go with Lamar.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Because he's short. Murray gets shorter. But Murray rolling too, boy.
Yeah.
That's now with Murray. But then, Pearly, how you think we can try to stop that run Sunday, man? We got them Sunday.
Who you got Sunday?
Defense is the problem.
Hold on. Who y'all got Sunday?
We got Arizona.
Where? In Miami?
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah.
They're horrible on the West Coast.
Murray.
In Miami.
Yeah, in Murray from that type of running.
The problem is Miami's defense. Miami defense is not bad. Miami defense only gave up 16 points. The offense can't score.
Yeah, that's true. Wait.
You can't put the ball in the end zone. You get one catch. Three catches between Waddle and Hill. You can't get the ball to them. Granted, those guys blanket those 2 wide receivers, and that's why John Hill got a lot of catches. But Huntley, whatever his name is, look bad. His footwork is terrible. He hold the ball too long. You can't be holding the ball for 3 seconds. You have to get the ball out under 2 seconds, or you in trouble.
Yeah, he look waste, and then if 2 don't come back, boy, look
particularly with that crappy offensive line we got.
Yeah. All right, well, then I came with the Knicks tonight, and I came with Minnesota tonight. Yeah, all right, bro. We can link up, man.
We'll talk tomorrow, Muff. Be safe.
All right, Muff. Take care, brother.
All right, Freddie, real quick, because we got to get to the picks in short order. But like I said, some people ask me, well, the Bucs season over. I don't think so. And you know why? They play defense. Baker Mayfield has done well so far this year. They got a high-octane offense, but they got 3 quality running backs, and 2 of them catch the football. And Bucky Irving is dual threat. You saw what Rashad White did. And you got the banger Tucker from Syracuse. They can play ugly football for Todd Bowles. You'll see a lot of 17, 13 games, but they would be around.
Go far, but I think they can make the playoffs.
Correct. I don't think they're done. I think it's chink in their armor until week 11 until they get Mike Evans back. But then again, if over the next couple of weeks you run the football and you establish the run when Evans comes back, now that sets up the play fake and opens him up down the field because you got that running game. And if you got a lead and you got a good defense, you could run that 4-minute offense in the fourth quarter and win some games. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're done yet. And if you look at that division, it's only them and Atlanta. They play Atlanta one more time. And I don't know if Atlanta got some issues. Atlanta got Kirk Cousins. He's the white Dak Prescott. Let's be honest. You got to watch out.
Yeah, you don't know which Cousins showing up each week. So
you know which Dak will show up each week.
All right. They'll be a pretty decent team, but we'll see what happens.
All right, let's get this call in real quick. Talking Heads.
Okay, what's happening?
All right, Skiller, what's going on, man?
Everything good, Pearly. Hey, Pearly.
Pearly, you got Skiller on the line. What you got, Skiller?
Look, I need to find out from Pearly. The fella who they pick up from my man would get injured. The fella was doing all the run back for us. Braxton. He get hurt.
You mean Braxton Barrios?
Yeah, he out, right? Nah, that fellow who they pick up the
injury report. They won't come out till tomorrow.
No, Braxton Barrios is done for the year.
He done out. I think the fellow who they pick up for him. They say he's a running.
Washington, the wide receiver. Who now will get some playing time.
They say he's a thing, a linebacker. Oh shoot, a cornerback.
So he's a wide receiver. You're gonna see him get some chance to play now, and I think you'll see that he should have been there long time before Barrios. I think Barrios should have got cut long time. I don't know why we kept him, but I think it's something different.
Okay, I'm asking you, Pearly. He have little speedy.
Say that again?
He have speed.
Yeah, he's fast. He's really fast.
Okay, because you know to get that position, you need to have some speed. Now, Pearly,
he's a good
I don't know what
kick
Muff was
return as
talking about just now, right? But I listen to you too. Now, concerning the Dolphins in them last 3 games they lose. The 3 games they lost, right? Without Hula. Right? What I want to say to y'all, if you watch them games, Pearly, you know what I just in all them games? Huh?
I listening.
Quarterback.
I said
I
that.
in them games. How you could not?
It ain't only just the quarterback.
Tyree. Neither.
No, it ain't just the quarterback. McDaniels have me suspect some terrible play calling. You got first down on the 15-yard line. You calling the fullback down?
Listen to me, Pearly. I ain't talking about that. Talking about Tyree and Hula and Wadlow. How you could not, as a quarterback, get to them? The 2 of them in the last 3 games, they only had 1 touch apiece.
Listen to me carefully, and let me tell you why.
Why?
The teams realized that Miami had a terrible quarterback, so what they did was blanket Hill and they blanket Waddle. Take them out of the game until you beat me with your other wide receiver or beat me with your tight end or beat me with your running game. And we just couldn't do it.
Okay, I could agree with you on that end. But another thing is, Muffy and O'Toole coming back Sunday.
Yeah, everybody know he coming back Sunday.
Muff was sound like Muffy, you know that? For what he say, because, and then you will see the difference concerning Tyree and Waddle.
All right, we got to get to this other call, Skilla, and to the picks, man. But hit us again tomorrow. Good to hear from you, bro. Let's get to the other call. Talking heads.
Hey, Naughty.
Hey, what's going on?
Early was happening.
Hey, bro. Hey, Rachel.
That's Rico, man.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
Listen, I can make this short. I can make this film for 3 days. So, Naughty, let me say this to all the Bahamians out there. And I can use the Miami Dolphins as an example.
Bad example to start, but anyway.
Naughty, you're a cowboy for life, right? So, Charles Chisholm was the Dolphins. And the Dolphins and the Cowboys is in the Super Bowls. Who would you be pulling for?
I would pull for my Dallas Cowboys to win.
Thank you. So
but I would celebrate Jazz Chisholm as a Bahamian.
Exactly.
And if he beat my Cowboys, the next thing was, the silver lining is, I got to see a Bahamian win the Super Bowl that is nothing. And you know I'm a fan of watching sports history as it happens rather than seeing it on tape. When I was a little kid and I saw Tony Dorsett go 99 yards on Monday Night Football, he set a record. That's history.
So like we say at a school like we chat, it's a win-win. I know if the Yankees win, me and Pearly for 30 minutes as we watch the pregame. But if we see Jazz host the trophy, especially if he was to win the most valuable player of the World Series, on deep down in our heart, we'll be happy. Every time we see it for the next 20 years, we'll
So I get it. You're a Dodger too, then. That's why you use the that's why you use the example of the Dolphins. Okay, I get it.
Just the Dodger Laker Dolphin talking.
All right, I thought you said you was.
I want the caller would talk about payroll. Who used payroll as a reason to be successful? Let's just note it. This season, the Kansas City Chiefs of the 19, they are 19 in payroll. They probably are going to win 3 straight Super Bowls right now, but they're 19. So money doesn't win championship. Money doesn't. So far, go there and get the best players and, put the best team out there. But at the end of the day, you still have to play between them 2 foul lines, and the team with the highest score going to win. You know what I mean? All I go to say, man.
Yeah, and you talking finances. You talking finances. Don't go nowhere. What would you say? Would you say that 310, 54 home runs, and 130 RBIs at $700 million package compared to 322, 58 home runs and 144 RBIs at $300 million package as a finance man? Which one do you think is a better deal?
Well, I'll say this. Let me say this, and let me. I don't know. I'll hang up and listen to this. The thing I've been, the selling point for Ohtani for me is one thing. Naughty, what is he listed at? Let's be honest.
I'm a huge fan of Ohtani, bro. I love him. He can pitch, he can hit, he can steal base. I'm good. As a fan of baseball, As a fan of baseball, I think he's an awesome player and great for the game. Yeah. As a Yankee fan, I hope he hit one stinking drought right now at the plate, that he dry up like the Arizona desert and can't hit the broadside of a barn. Okay? All right.
But the difference is, Naughty, the difference is, man, if Ohtani goes into a slump, you got other players like Teoscar Hernandez who going to slump.
Mr. Producer, you hear him becoming this guy, right? So if it go my way, I want you to be able to come back to today from whence it all started. All right, Purdy, who you got tonight?
What you got tonight?
You got two games in the NBA. You got the Celtics -5, and you got the Timberwolves -1. Celtics taking on the Knicks in Boston, and Minnesota taking on the Lakers in LA.
The Knicks got basically almost a bit cap. They got a new team. They're going to come out excited. Boston is going to probably have a little let down because they're picking up their trophy and heisting the flag and everything tonight. I like the Knicks tonight, and I like anybody playing the Lakers can beat them, so I get with Timberwolves.
I'm going to take Boston in the money line. I'm not going to worry about the 5-point differential there. The Knicks have done nothing in the preseason. They got some chemistry issues going on and some injuries. And I'll be honest with you. I like Boston to get it done on ring night with the money line. I don't think they cover the 5, but I think they get it done with the money line. And over there in LA, man, hey, it's all about Ant and the new crew over there in Minnesota. They're still a more talented roster than the Lakers, and the best player on the court will be Anthony Edwards. And I like Minnesota laying 1 point on opening night. I'll take it. Bet it, set it, and forget it with the Island game. It's it, and that's that. We'll do it again tomorrow, man. Enjoy the games tonight, Pearly, and we'll do it again tomorrow. And don't be that guy, bro. Don't be that guy. I'm making my...
Next week, Friday, I will be that guy. A week from Friday, I will be that guy.
Oh, I want to invite you on Thursday. I'm doing a Tommy Lasorda effigy burning party at my house. Come to the grill and have some cocktails, please, before we go into it.
2 words, Naughty. 2 words.
Oh, wait a minute. Guy Fawkes is in November, right?
Yes.
Can I use it like a Fernando Valenzuela guy this year instead?
2 words, Naughty. 2 words.
Yankees win! Yankees win! Yankees win! That's your 2 words right there.
Cut me down, I bleed, dodge a blue.
That's 5 words. See you later, Lasorda.
Way to go. Teach them something before they lose the song. Oh, no, no, no. Freedom is the road. Oh, no, no, no. Coming in.
Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce, to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available in original recipe or spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and is finger-licking good.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Get ready for an exciting October with National Public Service Week. Join us for a fun-filled week of the community spirit and celebration. Unite at Anathal Rogers High School at 6 p.m. Bring your family and compete for some fantastic prizes. Then you don't want to miss the Golden Oldies and Old School Dance, Friday, October 25th, 8 p.m., happening at the Ministry of Public Service and Ministry of Health Veranda and Lower Terrace. Let's groove to the classics. Ready for some friendly competition? Join us for the Softball Jamboree on Saturday, October 26th and Saturday, November 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. at the Blue Hills Sporting Complex. On Sunday, October 27th, join us for a meaningful church service at Bahamas Harvest JFK, 11 a.m. And then, of course, we're going to honor our retirees Monday, October 28th at 10 a.m. for the Retirees Recognition Ceremony and Reception at Government House. Curious about your future? You don't want to miss the career fair on Tuesday the 29th and Wednesday the 30th at the Kendall G.L. Isaacs Gymnasium. Ah, boy, we can't forget the float parade. November 1st, departing at 9 a.m. from Arawaki. Show your colors and celebrate with us. This is National Public Service Week 2024.
You're listening to Talkin' Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
They say the sun and I shine for all, but I am some people world, yet never shine at all.
Nick Wright joins us live. First things first. First of all, I apologize for the Steelers. I don't know what the hell to do with them, but the Russell Steelers, it's like, I think they're a top 10
You don't need
team.
to apologize.
Okay.
Listen, the Steelers are the Bizarro Jets. Actually win games, and they're actually a good team.
Yeah.
And people are confused by it. The Jets lose games and are a bad team, and people are confused by that. They're like, what's wrong with the Jets? It's the same thing that's wrong with all the bad teams. They're bad. What's wrong with the Raiders? Same thing as the Jets and the Giants. They're 2-win bad teams. Poorly coached, poorly quarterback, not that good a roster, a little overrated. That's what the bad teams are. The good teams are on here. I'm a little worried about San Francisco because of the injuries, and I don't think they have a quarterback that is going to be able to overcome this level of injuries, but I'm fine with them on there. Can I make a case, Colin, that in place of the Seattle Seahawks, even though they were great this week on offense, should be the Chicago Bears? That you should have 4 NFC North teams in there, and the Bears, who are getting Washington with Jaden either banged up or out. The Bears off a bye. The Bears, whose schedule still stays soft the next few weeks, could be staring at a 7-2 start and Caleb Williams Rookie of the Year. I'm just saying the Bears maybe should find their way in there.
Yeah, I had Philadelphia 11, Chicago 12, and I don't know what to do with Cincinnati. But, yeah, I think we're pretty close on that. So I was saying this. What really separates, and this is not a shot at Josh Allen, but Lamar and Patrick are different. And they're not just different because of the physical gifts. But when Mahomes was asked about running over a Niner in the end zone, he goes, well, that dad bod, my dad bod. And then Lamar every week is asked about MVPs. He's like, we're 1-0 in division. And they're so grateful. They're so grateful. They never, you see these guys, they get a first down, a number 4 receiver, they get up and they point first down. And Lamar, there is a cognitive understanding, a gratitude from the 2 best quarterbacks in the league. I'm watching Lamar last night. Mahomes the best quarterback in the league. I would argue Lamar's the best football player on the planet. He's half running back. Mahomes the best quarterback. What do you make of him? I just think we're so lucky to have him.
Listen, I think that Lamar is not only the best player, he is the best quarterback in the league most years in October and November. And then Mahomes takes it over for January and February. Our thing, and you and I are going to have to agree to disagree on this one, which is I find the Lamar conversation fully consistent with how we discuss sports in every other context except for when it comes to Lamar, which is he is a brilliant, all-time great, transcendent regular season player who every single year of his career has his worst moment of the season in the playoff game.
Yeah.
And so that now Lamar Jackson and Ravens fans right now are going to be saying, Nick, why bring that up now? Why is that a story today after he has this game? And the answer to that is maybe it's unfair, but Lamar having this type of performance, I think this is, I'm doing this off the top of my head, but I believe this is the 7th game of his career where he has as many or more touchdowns than incompletions.
Yeah.
We have seen the final game of last year's regular season, 5 touchdowns, 5 incompletions, a 158 rating, 320 plus passing yards against Miami. None of this is new. It's on the screen. 23-1 against the NFC. It's all bananas, all of this stuff. He is a 2-time MVP who right now is the favorite to be a 3-time MVP with the looming cloud of utter terror that not only is he not going to be the MVP come January, he's going to be a massive detriment on his team's ability to win. And so Ravens fans can't stand me because of this, but I'm just trying to be consistent with how we do sports commentary. Until proven otherwise, he is no different than prime James Harden or current Joel Embiid. First ballot Hall of Famer, night to night in the regular season, arguably the best player in the league, and wholly and entirely unreliable in the biggest spots of the year until proven otherwise. So I know people don't like to hear it. I know people think Lamar's getting picked on. I actually don't look at it that way. I think that we do that exact math to Dak Prescott every year of his career. Don't care what you do in the regular season, show it to me in the playoffs. The playoffs regular season gap is bigger. His regular season's better, and his playoffs are worse than Dak's. And people don't think it's unfair to do. I don't think it's unfair, but it is what it is.
So, when Brock Purdy came out, you and I basically aligned on this. It's like, okay, he was given a great, don't run it into the tree in the yard. Like, this is a pretty light lift. Now, Magic Johnson also inherited Kareem, but Magic was a 6'9" point guard who played center in a finals game and dropped 42 points. So you learned very quickly with Magic, that doesn't look like any guard I've ever seen.
Yeah, number 1 pick of the draft, one of the best college players ever, one of the best high school players ever. They're not the same resume.
Yeah, Brock Purdy is the last guy taken. Hands are a bit small. Nothing is extraordinary, and now he's come back to earth. And my takeaway is, okay, for all you Brock Purdy lovers, this is what the rest of the league looks like. Nobody's healthy in week 8. Go win games. I don't care about the excuses. I thought Sunday, I'm a Niner owner. I'm like, I'm paying that guy $55 million?
Or even if it's not don't go win games, how about don't lose us the game? Don't throw 3 interceptions that are increasingly more crippling. Folks wanted and demanded, got so mad at myself and at you for not giving Brock Purdy credit for doing a better version of exactly what we saw Jimmy Garoppolo do. Go to a conference championship game, go to a Super Bowl, lose to the Chiefs, lose in heartbreaking fashion, and now that there is an increasing sample of, oh, wait a minute, Brock Purdy, all of the Avengers, Trent, McCaffrey, Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, 13-1, a passer rating north of 110, and the one loss is overtime to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But he's now played 14 games with at least one of them missing. 6-8 with a passer rating in the low 80s and a touchdown interception ratio of 14-16, as opposed to, I think the other one is 37-3. Or another sample, as you mentioned, the Ravens, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day last year, baptized him a bit. 6-6 from that moment forward, as many turnovers, or I think more turnovers than touchdowns. There are legitimate questions. And if you're San Francisco and you are figuring out what the team is going to look like moving forward, of course it's a real question of is he worth $60 million a year if that prevents us from having this talent around him? I do think he's overachieved.
Yeah.
He has impressed me. He's a 7th-round pick that at a minimum is a solid NFL starter. But I know folks got very, very mad if you were not willing to see more. Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow, there's your 4. And then in that next group, that if he's not right there, you're being unfair. It's just not how I view it. And I think San Francisco, in a weird way, Colin, if I'm trying to go glass half full for the Niners, it's this. While this season might be painful, if this does go sideways on you entirely because of the injuries, maybe you will be gleaning super valuable information that will prevent you from making a long-term contractual mistake if this player can't elevate at least more than he did on Sunday without the all-star cast around him.
So finally, Troy Aikman comes out with pointed criticism, which really falls on the coach.
Yeah.
The receivers are lazy. They run lazy routes. That's coaching. Mike McCarthy yesterday comes out and says, those words do not land for me. Jerry Jones comes out this morning and says this. If you criticize me and said, Colin doesn't work hard, and I said, Nick's words aren't credible, and then my boss came out publicly and said, Nick, boy, whew, he doesn't take shots. When Nick talks, you got to listen to that. I'd be like,
that's right.
I'd call my agent. Can we look for work here? I mean, this is the end, right? I'm sorry.
So I have so many thoughts on this. First of all, I'd never say you don't work hard. I maybe a few too many cigars and vodka on the rocks lately, but you've earned it. Come on, you've earned it. Because of all your hard work. So I literally, Colin, had not heard the Jerry Jones sound until this very second.
Yeah.
I had heard the Aikman critique and then the McCarthy response. And my initial thoughts were, I don't think you actually get to dismiss Troy Aikman's opinion.
Right.
I think coaches can dismiss my opinion, your opinion, basically any media member's opinion. But when it is coming from still connected to the game